of sight, and I am seeing.
And you are seeing. Good job, Mason. Okay, so I want you to think to yourself, what are some things that you see every day? When you wake up in the morning, what do you see?
I see the sunrise.
You see the sun. You get up early enough to see the
I
sunrise.
do.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, when I get up in the morning, I see my sister. Do any of you have siblings?
I do not.
Well, do you see your mom or your dad when
I,
you wake up in the morning?
I do.
Yeah, and that's nice to see mom and dad or your siblings if you have siblings. You're using your sense of sight. Okay, next page.
When I hear a drum or a fire engine or a bird, I use my sense of hearing. I am hearing.
What's something that you hear every day? Can anybody give me an example of something that they hear every day?
I usually hear ambulances go by.
Oh, you must live by a busy street.
I do.
Yeah? Do they wake you up in the morning?
They do.
They do. You know what I hear every morning? My alarm clock going off.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Read the next page.
when I smell soap or pine tree or cookies just out of the oven, I use my sense of smell. I am smelling.
All right. What's one thing that you smell every day? Can anyone give me an example?
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Yep.
What does your toothpaste smell like?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. So it's kind of like spicy
Yeah.
almost when it hits your nose, right? All right, let's go to the next page.
When I drink my milk and eat my food, I use my sense of taste. I am tasting.
Okay. What's an example? What's something that you taste every day? And I'm going to help you out. Whenever I want you to think about when you use your sense of taste during the school day.
I usually taste chocolate milk and I usually taste Eggo waffles in the morning.
Oh, where at school?
Yep.
For breakfast?
Yep.
Oh, yum. All right, next page.
When I touch a kitten or a balloon or water, I use my sense of touch. I am touching.
What's something that you touch every day?
My toothbrush.
Your toothbrush.
Yep.
You're really thinking about your personal hygiene right now, aren't you? All right, well, that's good. All right, next page.
Sometimes I use all my senses at once. Sometimes I use only one. I often play a game with myself. I guess how many senses I am using at one time. When I took when I look at the moon and the stars, I use one sense. I am seeing.
Okay, so before we move on, I just want to think about what the author is talking about. What did you read on that page?
The author is trying to tell you that you can use more senses than just one at one time.
Yeah. Can you think of any times where you use multiple or more than one sense at one time?
In the morning when I'm making my Eggos, I can smell and taste at the same time.
Good example, Mason. That was a very good example. All right, we're going to go to the next page.
When I laugh and play with my puppy, I use the four senses. I can see, hear, smell, and touch.
Okay. Now I want you to think, what's this page talking about?
Using more senses than just one.
Okay, specifically though, on this page, What's the first line?
Playing with your puppy.
When he laughs and plays with his puppy. So I want you to think, how does he use those four senses while playing with his dog? How does he see? How does he hear? How does he smell? And how does he touch?
This individual uses his eyes to see the puppy. He uses his ears to hear the puppy. He uses his nose to smell the puppy. And he uses his fingers to touch the puppy.
All right, good job. All right, next page.
When I bounce a ball, I use three senses. I see, hear, and touch.
Okay, so what's the boy doing on this page?
The boy is bouncing a bouncy ball.
Okay, what are the three senses that he says he uses?
The boy is seeing the ball bounce. The boy is hearing the ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
And the boy is touching the ball and using that momentum to go down.
Good job. Good job, Mason. I like your thinking. All right. Go ahead and read.
Sometimes I use more than one sense and less of another. But catch sense is very important to me.
Oh, let's go back.
But sorry.
Good job.
But each sense is very important to me because it makes me aware. To be aware is to see all there is to see.
Okay, so what do you think the author means whenever she says, sometimes I use more than one sense, or I use more of one sense and less of another?
I think sometimes you always will see things.
Yeah.
But sometimes if it's behind you, you'll hear it more often. You don't have eyes in the back of your head, so you can hear what's going on behind you.
So you're using your eyes, but your sense of hearing can warn you about things around you that your eyes might not see.
Yeah.
Right? Good observation, Mason. All right, next page.
Sometimes I use more of one sense and less of another.
We're on the next page. We're on the next page.
Okay.
You're okay.
Taste all there is to taste. Touch all there is to touch.
Keep going. Last page.
Wherever I go, wherever I do, every minute of every day, my senses are working. They all make me aware.
Okay. So that was the last page. Now I want you to look at the picture on the last page. What do you see? Just tell me what you see in the picture.
I see a boy eating an apple. So he's tasting.
He's eating one second. He's eating an apple. What else does he have?
He's holding a teddy bear.
All right. I see something else there.
I see a barking dog.
I see a dog. Yeah. He could be barking. So when you're looking at this picture, I want you to think, how is the boy using all of his five senses in this picture?
The boy is seeing the dog. The boy
Sight.
Is also hearing the dog.
Hearing.
The boy is tasting the apple.
Taste.
And the boy is also feeling the teddy bear.
Touch. Did we do sight?
Yeah.
Okay, we have sight, hear, touch.
Yep.
Taste.
Yep. Oh no, we didn't do taste.
Oh.
That's right. Yep. No, we did do taste because of the apple.
All right, let's start over. Okay. So what is he seeing? Let's use this as an example. What is he seeing?
The dog.
He's seeing the dog. What is he hearing?
The dog. barking.
Okay.
Look,
Okay, yeah. He's hearing the dog barking. We'll imagine that the dog is barking.
Yep. He is feeling the teddy bear.
Feeling the teddy bear.
We could also say that he is smelling the apple.
That's a good one. He's smelling the apple.
And tasting the apple also.
He's tasting the apple. All right. So in that one picture, isn't it crazy that in one picture you could be using all of your 5 senses? Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty crazy.
I would have to agree with you, Mason. All right. I am so proud of how you worked today during our guided reading groups. I'm going to have you pass in or give me your guided reading books, and you're going to return to your seats. And we're going to have a little group discussion about what we just read with all your other classmates. But I'm very proud of how you guys worked today. So good job.
I'm proud.